This is KAOS 89.3 Olympia. Hey, this is Markley, and you're listening to Low Profile. Today's show is the 6th installment of highlights from the Scherler Sundays concert series earlier this summer. We'll be hearing interviews and 3 songs each from Hot Pursuit of Happiness, My Old Friends Lake, and Kelsey Magnuson. The first 2 sets were recorded on July 24th. Kelsey's set is from July 31st of this year, all of it recorded in front of an audience behind the historic Carnegie Library in Olympia, Washington. This is a pretty wide-ranging variety for you today, so I hope you're ready for a wild ride. If you want to hear the complete sets and unedited versions of the interviews, there's a link to that on this episode's page, lowprofilepodcast.com. Let's not waste any time. Here's my interview with Hot Pursuit of Happiness's Tollum McDonis to kick things off. Welcome, everyone, to the 7th installment of Scherler Sundays. I'm Markley Morrison, and I am thrilled to see y'all here. We have the esteemed Tollum here with us today. Now, if y'all don't know Tollum's music, it's not typically very easy to describe. So you got the best option right now rather than someone telling you. You're just going to find out. And I would like to call Tollum up to the stage right now, if that's cool. You good? Well,
hey, Markley.
Hey. So glad
Hello,
you made
everybody.
it to Olympia again.
Me too. Thanks.
Yeah. How many times you reckon you've performed in Olympia?
Oh, well, I should say the first time I performed here was in the Experimental Music Festival in 2003, I think, or
Oh,
two.
cool.
2000, what is it? Anyway,
Two.
because
we have a
Arrington.
fact checker here.
2002. Okay, 2002. And I don't know, probably 20 times since then or something.
All right. 20 times in 20 years.
Or maybe more.
Something like that. Yeah. Now, you have you're debuting your project Hot Pursuit of Happiness today.
Yeah.
Which I'd say is it fair to say that you're most known for being an improviser?
Yeah, mostly as a pianist, improvising pianist. I play a lot with many different people as I travel.
25 records you put out last year? Is that the size of it? Or
yeah, that's right. That was
or am I a little short there?
No, it was exactly 25.
Okay.
That was all recordings that I made in 2019 in collaboration with many musicians along our travels.
That's Tollum's
In 2019.
Astral Music, Astral Traveling Music Series?
Sessions.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, so why?
Why did I do that?
Yeah, you can't stop, right? You're kind of perpetually
Yeah,
touring
I'm trying to slow down, though.
collaborating.
I really actually am. I'm in a transitionary mode of slowing things down a little and focusing, and so I'll never put out another 25 album series again, for sure.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I did it, but it was, anyway, there's a transition moment right now. And yeah, premiering Hot Pursuit of Happiness here today is a really big part of that. During the lockdown, the first year, I recorded these songs, and I bought an instrument. It's a multi-timbral instrument, like you'll see. That's like a multi-orchestral, endless possibilities. And now I'm recreating them in their own ways. And so the performance tonight is actually going to be quite different than the recordings themselves, which I think is intriguing. I mean, they're the same songs, but
Yeah.
I'm covering them, my own songs, in a completely different way.
I recently spoke to another music improviser, Lauren Connors.
Oh, yeah,
And-
right, I saw that.
And he was saying to me that he sees improvisation and composition one and the same.
Oh, for sure.
But
I do too.
Is it the same as
yes and no? But
is
yes,
it the same
like,
as songwriting?
yeah,
You know?
yeah, sure. It's also the same as like architecture.
Like if you're playing with Sharon, Lois, and Bram on Tuesday night,
Okay.
and then 2 days later on Thursday you're playing with Peter, Paul, and Mary, are you gonna revisit some of the same ideas you did with the other trio?
That is such a crazy hypothetical. I'm trying to wrap my brain around. Like, wait, what year are we in? How old am I? But, what? Okay.
I'm just saying, so with the idea of improv and composition, do you ever revisit melodies that you've done in other improv sessions?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, that's a great thing about improvisation is the discovery. And I love also bringing back previous explorations to explore in different ways in different contexts. All of that is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
I definitely see composition and improvisation and songwriting on a spectrum. It's just a matter of like how much parameters are you putting onto a musical situation that it becomes an absolutely unique and a unique sonic experience that can be repeated more or less over and over again, right? I mean, that's when we really think of composition. But in many ways, improvisation can be kind of similar. It doesn't always have to be this incredibly very varied type of experience. There can be many common experiences in improvisation from one to the next.
So I've been digging deeper into your archives, and can you tell me about this band, this sort of punk band? And Zagoti, thank you. Yeah, I knew I was going to butcher that if I tried on my own. But it's really cool energy with that group. And again, I wasn't really aware of your sort of a singer-songwriter side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zagoti is an Italian band that started out in an old stone house in the hills of Tuscany, which was in a house that was a musician's house. It was the only rule there was that you couldn't complain about anybody making noise at any time of the day or night. And I don't know, we had 3 days there, and Andrea Caprara said to me, I used to play drums and punk bands when I was a teenager, and then now I'm an old man playing free jazz saxophone in the countryside, and like, he's not really an old man, but that's what I was thinking. And he said, I never recorded a punk album, and I said, well, let's do it. We got 3 days, and I had a lot of words, anti-war lyrics that I'd been writing when I was in Prague, and we made these into songs and recorded them and mastered them and did the artwork and everything in 3 days. And like, all right, that was that. And then it just kind of became a little popular, and we loved it. And so we made 3 more albums since then. We have our last one coming out soon. But anyway, it's all anti-war, almost entirely deals with war and all the implications of it, and politically and ecologically.
Yeah, we should probably give a disclaimer that if you're really into war, you might not like today's set.
We thought we were unique, and then we realized, like somebody said, no, there's no way. Hey, how about if we just not do war? And then, okay, there we go. Let's just not do it anymore. All right. Hey.
So you're putting the brakes on a little bit.
No, only in the sense of just focusing more. And so I have very specific projects I'm doing almost entirely with this instrument, except for solo piano work. I have my multimedia project with my partner AC Villa, and I have a project that's sample-based from recordings I made with Nels Cline and Terry Riley, Pauline Oliveros, Michael Wimberly, and Wayne Parker.
Wait, hang on. Those are some heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like Nels Cline, Pauline Oliveros, Terry Riley, whatever. Give me a break.
I mean, I don't
That's
know.
like
yeah.
people go to school just to listen to that.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking them to school. No,
That's right.
Yeah, Nels and I have a long-term project of trios, and each iteration has a different third member. And so the newest album is with Terry Riley, and that's coming out in September, beginning of September.
This is great.
And I mixed it on this instrument. I made samples out of it, dumped them onto here, and I mixed it that way.
Oh, wow.
So I've got samples on here, and that's becoming a performance unto itself. So.
So this thing is more than even an instrument. There's a lot going
it's
on.
kind of like an infinity machine.
Yeah.
In a sense. Yeah.
Well, shoot.
It's called a wave state. Yeah.
A wave state. Well, you want to take us on a journey on the wave state? You
Sure.
all set?
Yeah.
Hey, good game, man.
I'm so awkward here. I just need. Can you hold this? Can somebody hold this for a second?
I got you, buddy.
All right. I'm so parched.
Tell them, everybody. Yeah. Get ready for Hot Pursuit of Happiness.
The first time ever. Well, I wake up in the morning, and here comes the world. Rub my eyes a little, and here comes the world. I put my feet on the floor, and here comes the world. And then I go outside, and then I go outside. Well, everywhere we are, everything we think, here comes the world. Here comes the world. Here comes the world. Here comes the world. Well, I brush my teeth in the evening, and here comes the world. Put on my PJs, and here comes the world. I put my head on the pillow, and here comes the world. And then I go outside, and then I close my eyes. Well, it's all around us, and then us you make it out as it makes you. Here comes the world. Here comes the world. Here comes the world. All right. Every day we're bracing for this next horrible video. Then we'll all scream again, how is this possible? That in a supposed civilized society, we can make this happen to anybody's body. But not only that, we pay for the service to protect and to serve us. We pay for the service to protect and to serve us. But who's us? But who's us? But who's us? But who's us? If we're not all us were dust, if we're not all us were dust, if we're not all us were dust, if we're not, we pay for the service to protect and to serve us. We pay for the service protect and to serve us. Okay, I'm going to play one more song, and then we'll give it up for Lake. And thanks again to everybody for having me here tonight, or today. Thanks. This was a wonderful experience and a good learning experience, too. Which should always go hand in hand, I suppose. So, what? It's very complicated at this moment. I'm not really sure what it is yet. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
What's up, Olympia? So this is Low Profile with Markley Morrison, and I am here with three of my very good friends for a long time now, and it's Lake, everybody. So we have Ashley.
Hi.
We have Andrew.
Howdy.
We have Eli.
Hi.
If y'all listen to the show, everybody here has been on the show at least once. Eli's hosted a couple episodes. Andrew's hosted a couple.
Co-hosted.
Co-hosted
Yeah.
more than a couple.
Yeah.
A few couple episodes.
Yeah, several couple.
I just was privy to some rough mixes of an album that is not coming out for probably another year. But
Or more.
Or more. You never know these days, do you? But
Yeah, we recorded about 20 songs, so it's 2 albums worth of songs. We just have to choose the songs and put one out at a time.
What about a like Lake's Tusk? Just
It's
do
like
the double album.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah. And there's possibly an ABBA cover
And there's an ABBA cover.
finally.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I don't go super deep in ABBA's catalog, and so I heard that tune, and I was like, "Oh, this is a really nice one."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, y'all. Eli, can you tell me about the song "The Hanged Man"? What's going on? You wrote that, right?
Yeah, so
And you're going to be playing it today.
we're going to play that song
Yeah.
today. That's a song on Round Delay, and it's a song that I wrote after I walked into our friend Marit's and Ashley and Marit were in Marit's house doing the tarot, and
Tarot cards.
yeah, and she pulled the card for me, and it was
Well, like right as you walked into the
Right
room,
when they walked
she
in.
just happened to pull a card,
yeah,
and you were
that's-
like, "Oh, I didn't."
I
actually want a
I didn't know what it
tarot
meant.
reading?
It was just surprising, and I don't know what that meant. So, and then I just left and just thought about it. I was like, what, is that good or bad?
Yeah, one of the tarot cards is called the Hanged Man, and it's a guy hanging from a tree by 1 foot, and
Yeah.
it means that you're sort of suspended in animation, like
Yeah.
you're kind of in a right, like
Yeah.
a frozen.
Super weird.
That's how
Yeah.
I took it. Yeah, suspended. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a line in that song. It's the end of the song, but
It's in the
in the very end of the song, I think it's on the album, but
It is. I know what you're
I
talking about.
say you can't wear a crown hanging upside down.
Yeah.
And then I say a smile is a frown hanging upside down, which I was really happy about those lines.
Yeah. Cha-ching.
Yeah, I made a lot of money off of that stuff.
Yeah, that's a good line. Priceless.
Well, you can't say cha-ching and priceless. Those kind of contradict each other. Because one is anyway. Never mind.
But we just did it here, folks.
It's literally a cash register. Anyway, forget about it.
So Lake has been rocking as a trio for the most part
Yeah.
for what, 6 years?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think we started doing the trio thing like the fall of 2016 when we went on tour with Carl. And
Yeah.
and it took a while to get used to. 'Cause
Carl
we're used to
Carl Blau. He's
Carl
referring
Blau,
to.
yeah, who maybe played one of these or
He played here the sort of
It was
precursor.
like a proto Scherler Sundays.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
he's
Right.
like the person that really he really helped us a lot. You know, he was kind of our big
He was sort of like Lake's daddy at the
dad.
beginning.
Yeah.
Godfather, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
it
you
was
tell-
hard at first. The 3-piece was, but we just wrote more songs, and more songs we wrote started working. We started writing kind of for a 3-piece, I guess.
More songs, less instruments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It balances out.
yeah.
Well, shoot. I reckon it might be about time for y'all to do some entertaining
Okay.
if
Oh,
you're
right
up
now?
to it.
Well,
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this has been entertaining, right? Yeah, okay.
What, this isn't entertaining enough for you? Jeez. So needy.
Do an encore, one more hour of this, and then y'all can play. All right. Everybody be looking for Lake when the new album comes out. They'll be on Low Profile next year. And Camille, would you like to say thank you to the nice people?
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for the band, Lulu?
I love everyone that's nice.
She loves everyone that's nice.
Oh.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
And that's a good answer.
Yeah.
All right. Here it comes, folks. Lake, get ready.
Hold my beer, man. That's my tack. Hold your horses. Dalmatian meetup. songs that feel good to sing, words that feel good in your mouth with open vowel sounds, like the song Hey Jude, with words like sad and bad, but with a twist, rhymed with the word better.
Yeah, I think this is the moment we've all been waiting for. We're going to invite our dear friend, music friend, and life friend Mark up to the stage. Markley Morrison.
Yeah. You said that you had played with us for like 10 years or so. This is true. Mark was in Lake for a good chunk of years. I think your strap is a little, yeah. And Mark wrote some of the funnest Lake songs to play.
I haven't played one of these things in a while either. At least a year, but it feels really good to have a piano back in my hands.
Me too. We sorry. Oh, never.
No,
We made a music video for this song because we all just happened to have red onesies, and we all wore our red onesies in the music video, I think.
I was portrayed as very badly injured.
You were yeah.
I think if there are any children here or people who identify as children, you should get back there on the grass and do some dance moves. Or, I mean, you got to pass because you're already right here. You can stay, Camille. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Your back. If you're giving more than what you can, at the end of the day, when there's nothing left for you, well, that's a fact. Jack, it all comes back your way when least expected. You're still trying, don't stop. Just work with what you got. With what you got. It's not about meeting demands, setting the bar too high. No, not at all. It's not for you to understand. It's only an exercise. So what you got? You're still trying, don't stop.
What you got?
What you got? Just work with what you got. What you got? Just work with what you got.
Markley Morrison, everybody.
This is our last song. Thank you very much. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Magnuson. We're going to start playing here right now. There's 4 cars in this town that look exactly like yours. Ask me how I know we'll have double double-taked each one this week, and I'm losing sleep. Losing sleep, wondering, well, what you been up to? What you been up to? I'm reading too much into the songs that you sent me, and the words they could be yours screaming from the stereo. Oh, in my car, windows down, and I'm driving fast. It's a feast and famine kind of way getting by, and we're only getting started now. A feast and famine kind of way getting by, and we're only getting started now. A feast and famine kind of way getting by, and we're only getting started now. So put me in, coach, get me off the bench, coach. Would you put me in, coach, get me off the bench? Would you put me in, coach, get me off the bench, coach? Would you put me in? 'Cause I'm coming in second, but I'm one of a kind. You put me on the back burner, that's not the crime. Can I convince you that I'm worth your time? So put me on your list, get me in line. Please don't forget me, I'm astrology sign. 'Cause we can be friends or a little bit more. If you just text me back, then I could be sure. So put me in, coach, get me off the bench, coach. Would you put me in, coach, get me off the bench? Would you put me in, coach, get me off the bench, coach? Would you put me in? This feels like a game, and I'm not that great at waiting around for my heart to break. Was it luck, or is it fate that brought you around and then took you away? So put me in, coach, get me off the bench, coach. Would you put me in, coach, get me off the bench? Would you put me in, coach, get me off the bench, coach? Would you put me in? Hold up, wait a minute, could you slow down? Got dizzy to lay down, catch my breath somehow. 'Cause beep, beep, 'cause you're watching the grocery line. Beep, beep, another hour gone by, hanging out with you. Could that really be true? Then wake up, feel the morning warm sun. Get busy making plans before the day's done. Then beep, beep, 'cause you watch in the park. Beep, beep, oh shit, it's getting dark. How could that be true? I thought it was still the afternoon. Minutes could turn into hours. I could just forget to stop and smell the flowers. I can get so distracted, but my life is just made up of fractions on fractions of fractions on fractions of a world bent on its axis. I never make time to practice all the things I want to get done, but shit, I'm still having fun. So I let time go by, grow old and try to forget about it. Let time go by, grow old and try to forget about it. Life can be so fucking irrelevant, but then you and I, we'd still be here for the hell of it. as you watch, there it goes again. Some might call the sin to waste my days away, getting wasted with you. That song is called Beep Beep, and it's coming out next Friday. It is our first single of our full album that we're putting out later this year. So next Friday, you should totally take a listen to that. Yeah, it's coming out on Earth Libraries, a label in Boise that we just got signed to. Yeah. This is our last song. Well, I don't wanna work this 9 to 5. Don't wanna work for the rest of my life. Don't wanna work. Don't wanna work. But it goes like. It's called rhythm and routine, rhythm and routine, rhythm and routine, rhythm. Rhythm and routine, rhythm and routine, rhythm and routine, rhythm. Well, destiny made me lazy, I can't complain, I just sit around all day. Yeah, destiny made me lazy, I can't complain, I just sit around all day. 'Cause we got nothing to talk about. Clock in, clock out. We got nothing to talk about. Clock in, clock out. I'm a product of privilege. I don't have to fight for a world to live in. I'm a product of privilege. I don't have to fight for a world to live in. 'Cause I've been fed by the silver spoon. Got locked in my room. I screamed and I fight. Been fed by the silver spoon. It's safe to assume God given all I got. Well, God got bored, God got bored, God got bored when he made me. God got bored, God got bored, God got bored when he made you. God got bored, God got bored, God got bored, so he made us. God got bored, God got bored, God got bored, so he made us. That's it for us. Next. Oh yeah, I'm getting talked to.
The Kelsey Magnuson Trio. So, most of those songs are going to be on your new record. I've been listening to it. I really like it. I told you that already. You know it, but now everybody knows. It's a really good record, and you got a title for that?
It's called Don't Budge.
Okay. Yeah. How did you come up with the band name?
Oh my God! Did someone put you up to that?
I put myself to all kinds of
Wait,
crazy.
no, I have to ask because someone was
prepping me for questions today, and it's been this ongoing joke that the question has been, why'd you name your band Kelsey Magnuson? And I thought I would never have to.
It's a good name. Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
It's just like, well, it's also really funny because recently someone was like kind of talking to me and was like, there's a band with someone that just put their name as the band, and they're like, oh, that's so weird. Like, why would someone just use their name for their band? That, like, I would never do that. And I was like, dude, that's my band name. And I was just like, I don't know. I think it fits. It fits me.
Yeah. No, it's a good.
I think it's a good name too.
Also, I'm gonna have to ask you to watch your f***ing language. This is a family
I'm
show.
so sorry. Yeah, thank you. Need to be put in check.
Speaking of putting things in check, okay, the first song you played, "Put Me in Coach."
Oh yeah.
I love that song so much, and
it's a classic.
I made it through most of my life thinking that was something that athletes said to be humble when they were boarding a flight. And they're like, "Hey,
I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit in.
I'm not going to sit in first class. You put me in coach."
Oh, put me in coach. Okay,
and I'm like, I don't know why athletes are so into like doing that, but
no, put me in coach. I don't need to be first class.
Yeah. And you know, just the humility there is something that I always thought was really honorable, and nobody told me. It just clicked one day. You could tell I'm a really big sports enthusiast.
Yeah.
I do like curling. What's your sport of interest?
Kickball.
Kickball.
Anyone who knows me probably knows that I play kickball every single Wednesday.
Man.
And it's the love of my life.
Yeah. In the early '80s, there was a really killer local band called Kickball.
Oh, nice.
How did this trio come together?
Well, me and Ian moved here a little over a year ago in 2021 in April.
From what, Nebraska?
We moved here separately. Ian was moving from Lincoln and I was moving from Omaha, and we...
So yeah, Nebraska.
Nebraska is what it's called.
Yeah, cool.
Some of you may know it. And we didn't know each other at the time, but then a mutual friend was like, hey, you're both moving to Olympia. You should know each other. So when we moved here, we moved in together and had a sublet for a little while. And now we don't live together, but Ian heard me playing music and suggested that we play together. And then one day we just bumped into our best friend Robin at the bar. And it just kind of clicked. And they're the best backing band I could ask for.
That's great. So are any of these songs you've been sitting on for a while?
Totally, yeah.
Were you singer-songwriting in Nebraska?
Yeah, I had a band with drums and bass also.
What was that one called?
Oh, Kelsey Magnuson also. Yeah, I'm kind of recycling the name.
Same band, different people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yikes. You really got me.
Well, I do gotcha
You're
journalism.
really digging
That's
into
my whole thing.
What else do you know? Yeah, these songs are Faking It is probably the oldest one off the album. There's also a song called Waitress that I wrote.
It was that song. You didn't play it today, but that's something for the
It's kind of been fading into the background
out here to look forward to.
Yeah, it's a song about working for tip income, which can really suck.
So you're making cassettes and compact discs?
Yeah, disc and CD.
Because records take too long. We all know that.
Oh, yeah. The vinyl was going to take way too long for me.
But we're looking forward to the 10-year reissue.
Yeah, exactly.
Of this new album.
Yeah.
On wax. It's going to be great.
Yeah, for sure.
By then, I think they're going to be using actual just like wax.
Like wax vinyl.
Yeah.
And you burn it like
it
a candle, and you only get to listen to it once.
Yeah.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We had the same dream.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think mostly what I want to know is where do you see the Kelsey Magnuson band a year from now? What are you working on or working toward?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Somebody that's not a joke. This is serious stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's like what my dad asks me every time he sees me. He's always like, "What's your
I am a dad.
5-year plan?" No, yeah, I don't know. We just signed to a label that's new to us. I haven't like gone through that process and what that looks like. I'm excited for there to get more like traction on music that I make and for it to get to the ears of people that I don't know.
Yeah.
And not just my friends. So that feels really exciting. And I don't know exactly where it'll take us, but we're going on tour in September.
Ooh.
And then I think we'll have another tour that will be in conjunction with the album release that'll be later this fall.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Anywhere exotic on the trajectory?
Nebraska. The most.
That's as exotic as it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Oh, man.
If
A
you
lot
haven't
of
been, you
Nebraska
gotta
fans
go.
here.
Yeah, I have 2 friends that drove all the way from Nebraska to be here, actually.
Well,
Those 2 right there.
I was going to ask next what you miss most about Nebraska, but
Just those 2, and I don't miss anything anymore.
Cool.
For now, for today.
Good. Lulu, I believe you had
Oh,
a
no.
question for Kelsey.
It's going to be a hard hitter.
What did you want to ask Kelsey?
You. What was that? I love you.
Hey, Lulu, I love you too. I love your Crocs. Can we like croc bump? This is my first pair of Crocs ever, and I'm stoked on them.
Mine.
Your first Croc?
No,
Yeah.
because I used to have label clocks, but
Oh, nice.
I gave them away.
Yeah.
They broke.
These pink ones are great.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, dude.
All right, thanks, Lulu.
Bye, Lulu.
Well, gosh, it's been great to
Yeah.
have you, and I'm so glad that we were able to make this happen.
Yeah, thanks, Markley.
I can't wait to buy the tape. I might even
Cheers.
buy a CD for the van. Kelsey Magnuson, the band. Hey, this is Markley Morrison. You've been listening to the 6th installment of highlights from the Scherler Sundays concert series on Low Profile. We just heard Kelsey Magnuson, Lake just ahead of that, and Hot Pursuit of Happiness at the top of the show. You can find links to all the band's music, as well as unedited sets and interviews on this episode's page at lowprofilepodcast.com. This episode was engineered and mixed by Miles Rosati. Special thanks to my daughter Lulu for helping out with that last interview. Next week's episode will feature Lee Baggett, Austin Leonard Jones, the Mona Reels, and a special set from Olivia Rose of the band O Rose. Scherler Sundays is a collaborative effort from Low Profile and the Three Magnets Brewing Company in Olympia, Washington. Catch you next weekend.